Hi there, my name's Jake and I'm a member of the team from ubisend, and today I'm talking about customer service. Most importantly, I'm talking about how you can help promote a self-service environment for your business. So this is where customers will rather kind of reach out, they'll find the information themselves, and if they do definitely need help, they're still able to reach out to your team, but they're taking that proactive steps themselves to get the answers to their questions to reduce the pressure that you're facing. Now, how we're going to do this today is we're going to look at using a full-page chatbot. So not a typical chatbot that sits in, say, the bottom corner of the screen and answers questions. It's going to be a full-page chatbot. As you'll see in a second, it's going to take up the entire screen, and customers are basically, it's going to provide an immersive and kind of quite interactive and engaging area for them to get their information. By taking up the full screen, it removes any distractions, removes any kind of annoyances on the website or anything like that. So it really does help customers kind of get what they need faster and quicker, which is kind of what we're all about at the end of the day when we're talking about customer service. Just as a little disclaimer, well, it's not really a disclaimer, but I'll call it that. This video is going to be split into kind of two sections. We're going to be looking at providing a central knowledge source, which is the full page chatbot kind of in its rawest and most typical chatbot form. And then we're going to look at providing an interactive knowledge source, which is going to be where the full page element really does come into its own. So stay tuned and be sure to hit subscribe on the video if you have not yet already. Okay, so as I mentioned at the start of the video, we're going to be looking at splitting this into two parts, and this is the kind of the central knowledge source part. So this here, I'm just going to be talking to a full page chatbot, which is what you can see on my screen, and I'm just going to be answering kind of vague questions that a lot of customer service departments face. For the purpose of this video, let's all just pretend that we all run a camera shop, because that's kind of the kind of questions that were coming in. I'll just span this up as if it's a camera shop. So what's a typical question that kind of customer service is asked on a regular basis? Is going to be, what is the returns policy, or something along these lines. So really nice, simple question there. I'm just kind of showing off how the chatbot's going to take a couple of seconds to think about it. And then say you're entitled to a full refund provided we receive the item in unused and original condition within 35 days of the order being dispatched, with a little asterisk there, and I can click through. T's and C's apply. Our full returns policy can be found here. So it's answered the question really nicely, really simply. I click returns policy, and then I'll be taken out to the returns policy on an existing website. Really great way to kind of just provide instant quick answers 24/7 round the clock. But that's just kind of a simple question there. Let's kind of run through a bit more of a conversation so you can see a bit more of it in action. Let's say, for example, where's my order? So this time, rather than just asking what the returns policy is, the order hasn't actually arrived. So they'll say, I'll quickly check for your order number. Do you have the order number? Just because I like to be a bit of a pain, I'm just going to say no, because not every time everything doesn't always go perfectly. And then it's going to say, what's fine? What's your postcode? I'll just go with an example postcode here. Just putting in a quick example. And say your order was dispatched on the 27th of May. We estimate delivery to be 5 to 7 working days. So all that's done there is it's just kind of look through. I've set up a really quick integration earlier with kind of a few little bit of fake numbers for the purpose of the video, and all it's done is it's just looked in the database, said, okay, this postcode, we saw that this number, this order was this when it was dispatched. Here's how long it's going to be. Really easy for me to find out that information. I haven't had to say click around on an app, download an app, open anything up, find the right page on the website. All in this kind of single central location. I know that this is where I can come and get the information I need. I don't really have to wait too long or anything along those lines. So that's the first part of this video. Now let's move on to the kind of more exciting stuff where we're going to see a little bit more happening. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're now going to look at some of the more exciting chatbot features, and this is where you're going to really be able to differentiate yourself from your competitors. So if we look, and let's say a question such as, how do I install software? If you recall, I mentioned that we're a camera company at the moment, and obviously different cameras, they come with different software. Some of it can be quite confusing for people. And here I've just been given a straight up video that explains how to kind of install it. I don't have to click out of the window. I can watch the video. It doesn't even need to be hosted on my own company website. Hosted on YouTube, and I can just watch the video straight away. No getting distracted, no getting lost, no not able to kind of find my way back to the knowledge source, because it's all hosted within the same central location. Great way to kind of show a bit of different content and a bit of how-to guides. But what do we know about any kind of how-to guides? Every now and again, someone might get a little bit more stuck. So the guide might not be perfect for them. So let's just say, I'm stuck. Nice simple one here. And then the chatbot's going to ask if it wants me to put me in touch with a live chat agent. I'll say yes, I'm still stuck, I need a little bit of help. And then I'll say one of our agents will be with you shortly. This is where the video is going to get a little bit funny, because I'm now going to claim that live chat request in the back end. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, my name is Jacob. As I claim it, you're now going to see that I'm now talking to myself during live chat. But at the same time, you know, there's nothing too wrong with talking to yourself. Make yourself feel like you've got a few more friends there. So I can say something along the lines of hello, and then on this screen it's going to turn around and say hello, and I'll say I'm stuck and continue out the live chat conversation. From my end, I'll just quickly show you what I can see actually. So this is where I was just logging in. As you can see, I'm able to kind of review all of the previous conversations as a live chat agent. I can mark it as resolved, unclaim the request, delete the request, forward a request on to, say, a more specialized team member. There's a lot that I can do with this. For the time being now, I'm just going to unclaim that request. And now it's going to say another agent will be with you shortly, and I can pass this on to a more specialized team member. But that's the kind of live chat. But let's think about other ways. So how else can you kind of present in this kind of customer service environment a really nice positive way to encourage self-serving that's also engaging, interactive, and just kind of really helps stand you out? So let's look at, for a different example, we were just recently speaking about how do I install software. So let's go for something along the lines of, I can't focus my camera. So I can't focus my camera again. This is kind of someone that's having a bit more of kind of how-to issues. And what we've done here is, as opposed to say sending a video, what we've done is we've taken the actual content directly from the website. So what you can see on the right side of my screen here is this is an answer to my question on focusing my camera. And this is taken directly from the website. So what the chatbot's done is has crawled the website, found a relevant article to do with the question, and it's been feeding that to the user. So this means you don't even have to have, say, like pre-written any kind of your FAQs or any kind of actual information. If you've got a whole host of helpful information on your website, don't worry and think, oh no, I'm going to have to redo it or anything along those lines. Feed it into your chatbot platform, then you're able to use it in the questions and the conversations that you have, serve your users from a central location with information that's taken from elsewhere. The best thing about this is, if I was to say to update this here, if I was to update this article on the website, the chatbot will be automatically crawling that to make sure that the content stays up to date, so I don't have to worry about then updating it in the platform as well. Really nice, really powerful way of kind of showing your content. And as I mentioned as well, obviously interactive here. I can scroll through, I can click next, see if it helped, and there's a huge amount that I can do. And anyway, so that's the kind of two ways that you can really help promote self-service using a full-page chatbot. Okay, so in that video that we just watched, we looked at quite a few different ways that a full-page chatbot really can help promote your customers self-serving, and for the customers that are actually self-serving, it's a much nicer experience. They're not struggling to find content on the website and kind of clicking their way through FAQs. It's clean, it's simple, and it's easy to follow, and at the end of the day, the user elements, the usability, the kind of user experience really is top-notch. Like, you kind of don't get much better than this. But obviously, I know sometimes chatbots, they can feel maybe a little bit new, not a lot of people have worked with the technology. What does it actually look like to manage? All of these kind of things. If you do have any questions like that at all, please do. In the description of this video, there's going to be a link over to our website. Just head over, fill out a demo form. We'll be able to show you the insides of what ubisend looks like. You can actually look underneath the hood, see if it's the kind of thing for you, and then you can kind of make any further steps from there. Also as well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you ever do have any questions, please do throw them down in the comments. We reply to every question ourselves. Always more than happy to share a few insights or kind of give you a few tips depending upon any chatbot projects or customer service things that you might have in mind. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all shortly.